Hello, and this is my demo for Literary Oasis. This was a project for my Computer Information Systems 202 class for extra credit. I built this in Electron React, and this is the Electron window, and I'm rendering the React app within it. And I chose React because it's stateless, it's all one state, updates things through props, and loads individual components for everything, and it's extremely fast and very user-friendly. It works for touchscreens and mobile devices. And Literary Oasis, this project, is to build a software application for a small startup library that does not have a cash register. So checkout, book search, customer service, everything is done within this app. And as you can see here, I'm launching it with a bat file. I have not put it to an exe yet because it takes a lot of time and this project's due soon. Here is the main interface agent. So checkout is going to be used by employees. I think I said that earlier. And on every modal in this app, you can click this little help icon and it explains everything on the page. On this page, you would normally scan the book's barcode and it would automatically upload the book's ISBN here. We don't have a barcode scanner, so we have to put book ISBNs in by hand. So once we get a full barcode in, we got 13 of 13 digits. If I remove one, you see it's 12. It automatically updates. And then we get the little search icon shaking, saying that we can search if we want, or we can add it. And these icons are from Font Awesome. And I believe this animation's shake and this one's beat fade. I'll add it to the cart real quick. And we can see ISBN, price, and remove. Now, if we were to search this, we would get more details about it, like the location in the store, its availability, all that good stuff, including the title and the author, in case the book was messed up, we couldn't see it. Now, if a customer wanted us to find a book for them in the store, we would go to book search. And in book search, we have two options. We can either search for one specific book or we could search for a collection. If we wanted to search for a collection, we could search for books with the author, say Tolkien. This will pull up our collection. The arrow here shakes, letting us know it's ready to search. And we get our collection of books from Tolkien in the store. We'll choose Fellowship of the Ring because it's the best one. I'll add it to the search. You see that this is shaking as well. We get a little help thing here. And then we find out the aisle, it's available, all that good stuff. So that we can direct the customer to aisle 4 to go pick up their book. If we want to expedite it, we can just add it to cart. But the real reason we'd want to add to cart from details is if we were looking up a book that was out of stock. So let's paste this guy in, or I'll type it in so you can see the digits change. I know, very exciting. Shakes to let us know it's ready to go. And we see that it's out of stock, but that doesn't mean you can't buy it. So there's no point in sending them to aisle 3 since it's not going to be there. But if we add it to the cart, I'll remove these so we can see better. This book's out of stock and will be ordered. So once we finish checkout and we pay for everything, then this book will be reordered from our supplier, and our supplier will deliver it directly to the store. And then we will text or call the customer based on the phone number they provided us. And then we'll let them know that, hey, your book's in store, you paid for it, you should come pick it up. We can also search for explicitly one book based on the title and author. You have to have both of those in there. You can see down here, you must enter title and author or ISBN. You can enter ISBN. I feel like it makes more sense to do it from the checkout, but we have it in both locations because it seems intuitive that book search would also search an ISBN if you wanted to. So let's assume our customer is a Warhammer 40k fan and they want to start reading Horus Rising. Shaken, search, and then we could say, okay, we have Horus Rising, it's on this aisle. Let's add that to cart. Now, if we wanted to add a new customer, this would be for storing customer order history, or maybe including the customer in mass texts for, say, like specials in certain categories, or we just got this new author in, or we have one of your favorite authors' new books. We got the little help here for the employee. I fill out my school's information here. So all these forms have form control implemented in them. So you can't punch in anything too short or too long, as you can see here with zip. If I put in too short, it'll yell at us. This button here will clear everything. I don't know why I did that. So now I gotta type it in again. And then the reading category survey, like I mentioned earlier, would be for promotional text and stuff. Type in fantasy, crime, fiction, sci-fi. Non-fiction. Then you can remove things you don't like. You see here this little icon jumps when you add something. Very cool. And then we'll add in some authors. This is as long as it gets. It only goes to 2 lines, maximum 20 characters, because I don't think anyone's name is that long. Then it makes things look weird. So once you submit, we get a little toast that pops up, lets you know the new customer is added. And we don't deactivate this button, and we do the temporary toast because if it's a group of people buying a book, we want to add them all to the database. So we can go on, proceed to payment. And here we can fill out our credit card information. And ideally, if we were to launch this, we would not use this. We would use PayPal because PayPal is secure and safe, much safer than we could ever hope to be with user privacy. But this is here for demo purposes and because I was having fun making this and I want to do it. And you can see here, when I punch in this phone number, it automatically fills in the pretty stuff so it's easy to read. This clears everything. I'm not going to click it again. And I'll just show off a little bit of the form control. Requested format, not long enough. Same thing for everything up here. If I were to be 15 instead of 16. And then here we get our receipt. We can print text. We gotta do at least one of them. Do text. This clears it, which is intuitive from the trash can. Then we go ahead and hit finish, and then we get this little alert that pops up to remind the employee to give them their books since they were bought. And then if a book was out of stock, then you can order it. If the book was out of stock and you ordered it, then remind them that we will contact them right away when it gets in the store. And then we can continue on with the next customer. That is more or less the extent of this demo. There's a few more small things, like you don't want to search a similar book by ISBN because this is the primary key. So you're only going to get one of them, so there's no point in pulling up a collection. And this database is done in Google's Firebase real-time database. And with that, it's a lot faster with React because you don't have to do constant queries. Instead, when the app loads, it pulls the JSON file of all the books in the database. And then with this JSON file, it puts it into an object array. So then whenever we want to look something up, we just get the index of, or see if it contains some element so we can query it. And then with that, we're able to retrieve the object and then do whatever we want to it. You cannot edit the book database unless you're physically in the database for security purposes. And yes, so this was done using Bootstrap 5, React.js, Electron.js, Font Awesome, and Google's real-time Firebase. Hope you enjoyed the demo. I really enjoyed building this project, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.